Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for tuning into Easy TV. Once again, if it's your first time here, I appreciate you checking out the channel and possibly considering subscribing. And for all of you, if you could just take half a second, please, and smash that thumbs up button right under the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. But as you can tell by the video and maybe by this bag I've got in front of me, it's a Concepts bag. I have a pair of New Balance 991s, the collab with Patta. We're gonna pull these out of the bag, but I thought I'd just show you guys a cool little Concepts bag. I happened to hit on the raffle. This is the first time I've ever hit on a Concepts raffle, but it was pretty dope. Walked in, walked out, took about like 5 minutes max, and I was out of there. So super cool, easy pickup process. The only thing is they send you that email that you hit the raffle like the day before, which makes sense because, you know, if someone from California applies for a raffle, most likely they're not gonna fly all the way from LA or whatever to the East Coast in time. So it's kind of to make sure that people stay true to that. But super easy, you just bring your ID, put it down, pay for it, yada, yada, yada. All fine and dandy. So let's get this box out. To be honest, for a collab and a $230, well, after tax, like $255 shoe, I expected a slightly better box than just this basic New Balance box made in England since 1982. It's a kind of slim profile box. I'll show you guys the tag there. And then we have that little flag right there. And that is because these are a pair of New Balance 991s. And first things first, this is actually Patta's second collab with New Balance. And frankly, I actually think this one looks way better, way better. And it also happens to be the 20th anniversary of the New Balance 991. Something unique about the New Balance 991, it's made in the UK, and let me get the name right, Okay, so I got the name. They're actually made in Flimbry, Cumbria, which is in the UK. I think it's like a small village in England. But just a little fun fact there, they're made completely in the UK, the entire New Balance 991 line, whether it's a collab or not. A little bit about me and my kind of experience with New Balance. Although you may have not seen any New Balance videos recently on the channel, it was only about like a few years ago that I was rocking. I had a couple pair of New Balances that I was just beating up, wearing every day, and I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed the 997 specifically. And the first time I even really kind of, a pair of New Balances caught my eyes were back in 2014 when New Balance did a collaboration with Concepts on, I believe, the 997s. They did a rose colorway. It was super sick. Didn't have the money at the time when I was younger to buy them. And then by the time I kind of got to the point where I was like, oh, like maybe I want to go back and get those, I kind of remember they came out in 2014. And by then, I don't like buying shoes that are that old. You just never know what happens sometimes when you wear shoes that old. And the price was still like above 200. So I said, forget about it. This is what I was talking about earlier about made in England. So it looks like I did get it right. The Cumbria is where they are made in England, which is kind of cool. And then we'll get these shoes out. And I gotta say, I think these are fantastic. Fantastic. It's gonna be tough to see, but it says, you guys can kind of see that. But these are so dope. First things first, we get a bunch of extra laces, which I actually expect now from collabs, especially more expensive collabs. There's one pair of them right there. It's got a lighter tannish color, somewhat similar to the color on the toe there, somewhat similar. Dusty pink, I guess is what a lot of people are calling it right there, laces. The ones that kind of come on them are that almost pistachio-like color there that matches the upper. But let me show you guys this shoe, give it a once over first. That is just a beauty. What a beauty. What a beauty. Again, they love saying, New Balance love saying, the made in England, made in the USA stuff. It's one of their things. You can see 991 Patta. Oh, amazing. I actually posted a picture of that heel shot with the Patta and the 991 on my IG story right after I scooped them up. So if you guys ever want the first look next time, definitely follow me on IG, linked in the comment section below, or the description section below. You can see on the bottom we've got a bunch of ends there. On the inside, Patta. The tongue's 3M. I don't know if that's showing up on camera as 3M with the light I have, but it is. And this is just a fantastic shoe. And right off the bat, first thing I did when I pulled these out of the box was I started just feeling that suede, and it is so buttery, that dusty pink color. I don't even know if, you know, dusty, it's a pretty good name for it. It is a little more darker of a pink. I know it's dusty pink, but it's a little bit darker of a pink than I originally thought from online pictures, but I don't think this camera does it justice at all. But that is just straight butter, just straight butter. It's so smooth, so high quality, so it's just amazing. And then they have that absorb, which is that kind of cushioning system there. As you saw there on the heel, it peeks through there in the midsole, as well as over here in the forefoot area as well. So we really have this, you know, they call it the dusty pink or whatever, dominating the upper of the shoe, but it also shares the upper along with this, almost like, I want to call it pistachio green color. I don't know if that does it right, but this greenish color, pretty unique kind of green. I like that the fact that the colors on here are kind of Pantone, and they're not traditional greens, traditional pinks. They're all slightly different palettes and variations of them and tones of them, and I really like that. And then we're complemented here by some more neutral colors, almost like a tan cream color there on the toe and on the back as well. And then on the midsole, you can see we have more neutral colors as well, which kind of complements it all overall. And I just think the way they pulled this together was amazing. It was, you know, I just think the product is fantastic. I don't think this is suede, but felt lined inside there. You guys can see that. And a fat tongue here. That Patta P right there, made in England. I just think the execution is fantastic. And I know in previous videos, I've gotten on certain brands like Adidas, and even Nike about their execution and quality control. And that is something that when you pull out a shoe like this, you know, I don't know if this is with all New Balance 991s, and I know New Balance generally does a pretty good job with quality control, especially with their more expensive sneakers. But especially due to the fact that, you know, after tax, this was 250 bucks, and this is a collab with Patta, so I was expecting super high quality, and I definitely got that. As far as I can see, you don't really see any kind of glue marks over here around the edge. You don't see any glue that got stuck on the suede at all, and I just think the execution is just fantastic over here. And this is when it really makes a difference, right? This is what the kind of quality I expect when I am paying for a $250 shoe. This is what I expect. I expect basically 99% or as close to flawless as possible when it comes to execution. And man, I'm just really amazed at this shoe, and I just don't think cameras, videos, whatever do this justice. I just think it's a nice shoe. It looks one way right now, I'm holding it inside, but when I was in the car on the way home, the way the sunlight hit it, it almost looked a little bit different. So I don't know, guys. You know, I'm probably gonna end up making a separate video as far as a resale value or hold or sell or something like that goes, because I actually really like these shoes, but we'll get into that in a separate video. At least I'm planning to make a separate video for it. Yeah, guys, fantastic shoe. Let me know if you guys ended up hitting on these in the comments section below. I'm still trying to gauge kind of how much success people had. I know only a few retailers, Constance being one of them, even had these, so I assume they were somewhat quite limited, and based on what I'm seeing on like StockX right now, it seems to be following that way. So let's throw these on feet. I'm personally excited to really, you know, put these on feet and try them on. And of course I'll mention sizing as I always do at the beginning of the on feet section. But as usual, guys, I very much appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, if you could just smash the thumbs up button, it would be greatly appreciated. But as we move into on feet section here, guys, Easy TV signing off.